Well, we've now learned the two officers shot and killed in Connecticut late last night were responding to a fake incident.
State police are calling it a deliberate act to lure law enforcement. 35-year-old Sergeant Dustin DeMonte and 34-year-old Officer Alex Hamzy are identified as the two men shot to death. A third officer, Alec Iarato, underwent surgery for a gunshot wound. The
shockwave being felt throughout the region, including here in southeastern New England. 12 News reporter Brittany Schaefer joins us now live in studio with how one local department is responding. Brittany?
Well, Michaela, it's an unimaginable day in Bristol, Connecticut, where hundreds have come together to pay their respects after two police officers are killed while serving and protecting their community. The call came in as domestic violence. North Providence Police Chief calls that the most dangerous for officers to respond to.
It was it's like a gut punch.
Police departments across southern New England are grieving with Bristol, Connecticut.
What we actually do on a day-to-day basis, and then when a tragedy like this strikes, it really hits home.
The three Connecticut officers were responding to a domestic violence call. Upon arrival, the suspect immediately opened fire on them, killing one of the officers instantly. Two other officers were rushed to the hospital. The suspect and his brother were also both shot. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene, while his brother was taken to the hospital.
Sadly, we lost two exceptional Bristol police officers, and a third was seriously injured as a result of senseless violence.
Sergeant Dustin DeMonte had 10.5 years of service on the force. He was 35 years old, married to his wife Laura, who is pregnant with their third child. Officer Alex Hamzy joined the force in 2014. The 34-year-old was raised in Bristol and also leaves behind a wife. 26-year-old Officer Alec Iarato underwent surgery but has since been released from the hospital. While North Providence hasn't lost any brothers in blue in the line of duty, Police Chief Alfredo Ruggiero Jr. says the brotherhood runs deep, and his department sends their condolences from 100 miles away.
All took the oath of office to serve and protect, and when you hear of a senseless tragedy like this, our hearts actually, absolutely go out to the men and women, in this case, Bristol Police Department.
Connecticut State Police say this was an isolated incident and there is no threat to the public. The investigation is still ongoing, so stay with 12 News for the very latest. Live in studio, I'm Brittany Schaefer, 12 News.